Howdy folks, only a quick upload today, just really to highlight what a difference a day and a venue can make. So on the Tuesday, as you know, got over to the River Severn in Warwickshire and took my spinners and jig flies, that was it. And spinners, absolutely nothing whatsoever. Jig fly, managed to land a few fish, awesome. I've got home, next day I've managed to get a couple of hours on the bank on the River Severn, and again took the spinners, jig flies, and I took a couple of hard lures this time. And I've got to be honest, the peg 3 had a little perch out, but just the one, cast around, nothing else happening. I've then moved much further up again, tried most of the pegs, and I've winkled out a little chub, probably live bait, perfect size for live bait really. And then I've worked my way up again and absolutely nothing's happening. I've got to the top point of where I want to be. I've swapped over to the Savage Gear 19cm lip lure in rud pattern. Probably one of my favourite ones apart from the rainbow trout. And then making my way back to the car. Not long after swapping over the lure, I've seen a massive pike jump. So like any good angler, taking advantage of the situation, I've grabbed all my stuff and I've run round to the peg nearest to that fish jumping. Yeah, after about the third or fourth cast, got a wallop, and I just so wanted to be that fish, because it would have been an easy 20-pound pike. It wasn't, it was nowhere near, it was probably half the size of a 20-pound pike. Yeah, walloped the lure, and you know, on the way in, come to realise the size of the fish. But it was one of those typical river pike, I guess. Very, very solid fish, decent weight when you got it in your hands and in the net. Yeah, and then got it on the bank. Unfortunately, the bank I was on, a bit of a slide, bit of a slope, so a bit of an awkward hooking. It swallowed the lure whole, so I managed to unhook the bottom set of trebles, and then it started thrashing around like there's no tomorrow. And then it slightly ejected the lure halfway out of its mouth, rested the fish up, and then made it really easy to get the rest of the lure out. So job done. But yeah, in the end it was one of those, like, I was really pleased to have caught at least that one fish. I wasn't a complete blanker. Yeah, I'll play the video now and you can see the fish. Problem I've got now, got to feed him past all this lot. Give him a bit of extra. Come on, last branch, let's have you off it. There we go. Overkill for a little perch, but I'm gonna risk swinging him in really in the net. So you stay on there, mate, and keep you elevated, and the hooks are out. Nah, he's not going to stick his dorsal fin up. Oh, will he? Yeah, he will. Just about. Lovely jubbly. Get him straight back. And he's gone. Shallow, very pacey, and it is boulders. Something keeps knocking the spinner, even though it's right at the surface. So I guess perch are following it in. There we go, chub. How wrong was I? Ooh. Only a little tiddly one, live bait size like, but very welcome. In the net. Get him back. There you go, he's gone. Oh, fish on. That's. I think that might be the same fish. I don't know. No, that's not going to be a 20-pound pike, but it's a decent fish. Staying deep, but he's got the pull of the water on his side at the moment. Don't want to push it too much because I'm not seeing the fish at all yet. Not to know, like as in to know where it's hooked, lightly hooked. Swallowed it. There's an alright fish. No, definitely not the big fish that jumped earlier. He's inhaled the lure anyway. He's putting the power on a bit. Nah, lucky if he's £9 on. Oh! Come on. And a graft to get this fish. No. Too much slack, Steve-o. Go. Come on. Out. In the net. Oh, nearly out the net. Oh, blimey. Right, I saw a massive pike. It's got to have been over £20, leap out the water. I'd already changed lure. I've gone over to a Savage Gear lip lure for the way back to the car. I've come round to that peg and a few casts in, and a fish has nailed the lure. At first I thought it's going to be that 20. It isn't. It's nowhere near the 20. It's probably a single figure pike, but meant business. I've pulled the fish out just now. I've gone to sort it out. It actually swallowed the Savage Gear lure complete. There's nothing left of it apart from the top of the bottom of the wire trace right at the lip of the fish. I've gone to remove the deep hooked lure. It started thrashing around, so I put it back in the net. I put it back in the water. Thankfully, as it's been thrashing around and I loosened the back set of hooks, it's sort of half ejected the lure, so it should be easy to get it out now, and then I can show you the fish. But if it plays ball. It's entangled in it as well. Must be fair, it's a solid fish. Probably would make a double, as you can see. Absolutely nailed, and that's after it spat half of it out, so we feel the fish are consistently trying to tense up, so let's try and get this rest of this out. Here we go, lure is out, Savage Gear rud, and one. Very, like I say, very solid fish. I'm really surprised how heavy it feels in the hands, but yeah, definitely not that 20. I got so excited when it whacked, but yeah, absolutely lovely colours on this one too, but it has got a big old dink on the back. But yeah, let's get the fish back. So the fish have been well rested up, and it is showing signs he wants to be going back now, so even an bit of an awkward unhooking, but yeah, fish is going back all right, so it's good to see.